laid off my whole team except for me, and we need to talk about it. This isn't actually the first time layoffs have entered my orbit. I got laid off twice before, once from a full-time job and once I had a contract job where they ended the contract early. And they're re-entering orbit. My brother recently got laid off. My company is laying off everybody. Love that. Everybody's getting laid off. You probably know somebody who's been laid off. So all of this, get a job, it'll be secure, it's a way to survive. All of that is being, thrust out the window because these companies have been doing layoffs of tens of thousands of employees without batting an eyelash, and they do it over and over again. It seems like this pattern is never going to end. It sucks getting laid off, especially if unemployment is not going to cover your expenses. It sucks not knowing how you're going to survive. It sucks having to fill out jobs for months and months and months, grinding through applications because it takes hundreds to thousands of them for you to even get any attention. It sucks that the job market is so bad, but I'm here on the other side of the coin, one of two people in all of marketing who didn't get laid off, telling you, having the job is also kind of ghetto. If you're at a company that is willing to lay off huge swaths of people, those who remain now have to do the work of everybody who left, even though that obviously doesn't make any sense. So if you get laid off, it sucks in its own way. If you have to stay at a company that laid everybody off, it sucks in its own way. I am so tired of hearing about AI taking our jobs. If ChatGPT is going to take my job, just take it. Stop teasing me. Stop bringing this up. Stop bothering me. Stop it with the AI ads. Stop it with the press releases telling the whole public that doesn't frickin' care that you're now an AI-focused company. Stop it with adding an AI plugin to every single website and app that I want to use. I don't need AI to purchase Starbucks drinks. I've had enough of the AI YouTube videos. I've had enough of the AI discussions. I've had enough. I've had enough. If AI takes all of the jobs, then we'll all just have to go work physical jobs like being drivers or plumbers. But then robotics is going to take all of those jobs, and then we'll all just live in a hole, I guess. I don't know what society is supposed to do after that. So if you have a job, AI might take it. If you have a secure government job, as we've seen in America with the recent government shutdown, that can be swept out from underneath your feet at any moment. Nothing is really all that secure. Essential workers are maybe not at as big of a risk, like teachers or nurses, but their mental health is at a risk as they are being stretched thinner and thinner, being asked to do more and more with less and less resources, and the job just becomes unrealistic for the average person to be able to maintain working in. Whether you're an essential worker, or a corporate worker, or a service worker, or a government worker, or some other kind of third thing, everybody is screwed. Nobody's happy. The work environment sucks. The job market sucks. Economists are acting like nothing is happening, and everybody is sick of this crap. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm sick of it. Society is falling apart, and it is not delivering on its promises. The basic guarantee of if you have a job, you will be able to have the money to support yourself it's not there. It's not real. It's not happening. That's not anybody's experience. You're lying. Those who have jobs are finding that we're not getting paid enough to sustain our lifestyles, particularly the lifestyle of having that job, right? Like, everybody has been talking about the affordability crisis of homes, and the quick solution that people love to put out there is, we'll just move to a cheaper area. Well, I'm sorry, there's no jobs in middle of nowhere, Nebraska, so that's why the houses cost $3 and a cracker. It's all deeply frustrating because everybody is just acting like the very obvious problem that's right in front of our faces is not there. And I don't understand the logic behind acting like that. So you make your office building in the middle of a big city where nobody can afford to live. So all the workers have to live an hour plus away and then waste that time commuting to and from work every day. They get to work, they're asked to do too much bullshit, they're threatened to constantly be replaced with AI or robots or driverless taxis or whatever, and then you lay them off. Social services don't help enough for those that are laid off. Salaries don't help enough for those that have jobs. And no matter what position you're in, it's a bad one. So if this is the best that working life and society has to offer us. I'm sorry, but what are we doing this for? Like, am I supposed to be grateful that I am not like a wage slave? I am a wage slave. Am I supposed to be grateful that I'm not a literal slave? I'm grateful, but like that's the bare minimum. Y'all want cookies and crackers for not making me do child labor? Like, I do understand that I'm in a privileged position to be able to talk about this or make this video at all. I do understand that there are people in other countries or other parts of the world who don't have the privileges that I have. But I don't want to act like just because I am not the worst off person in the universe that none of us are struggling with anything. So recently, I had a radical thought that I'm trying to live by on this channel. My thought was that I can dedicate all of my time to finding a new job that is just going to fuck me over at some point eventually, but at least I won't be at risk of getting laid off like the rest of my team. I can dedicate all of my time to trying to thrive at my current job and trying to work through the stupid, tough situation that my company put me in without really caring. Or I can spend that same time and that same effort dedicated and focused on myself, on what makes me happy, on what brings me fulfillment, and on what is the kind of life that I want to lead. I am working on building a business. You can follow the journey of that in my Dream Life Diaries, but I'm working on lots of other things. I'm doing this YouTube channel to see if I can ever get monetized and make something out of it. But I'm doing things that aren't even for monetization's sake. I'm finding fun in every day. I'm building new hobbies. I'm enjoying the sunlight, the little bit of it that we have because the government refuses to get rid of daylight savings. I'm pouring into and feeding into myself every second of every day. If my job asks too much of me, I'm happy to tell my job that they're asking too much of me and not do too much. All I can do is the best that I can do. If you're asking for more than my best, you need to hire a second employee. It's not my fault you laid everybody off. I'm trying to choose myself, choose my joy, and choose my fulfillment in every step that I take in life and every action that I have. And although it's not going to be this immediate snap journey into millions of dollars, wild fame and success and being able to do whatever I want, I do want to have each day be a step in the right direction. If my dream life is at 100%, each day I should be building up 1% or 0.5%, 1/4%, just a little bit to get me closer and closer and closer to where I want to be and where I'm trying to go. Instead of using that same energy on trying to just survive in a system that is stupid and not benefiting anybody but those at the top. And I built this channel as a place to show what that journey looks like, practically speaking. Next Wednesday, I'll be having another vlog where I can show you guys more of that process. So if you're interested, please do tune in with us next Wednesday. Hit subscribe so you'll be notified when I upload that. But also to encourage you and show you practical tips on how to do it for yourself. I understand that a job is a necessity and that we need money to survive, but I really encourage you to really stop yourself at 5 o'clock sharp, at whenever your job ends, and go and live for you. Go and work on building something that can be monetizable or enjoyable for you. No care for what a corporation is asking of you, because they don't care what you're asking of them. They will give you the bare minimum and then a little bit less. I guess I don't have some big final thesis for this video. I just find it extremely frustrating that we're all supposed to act like we can't see the elephant in the room. It's huge. It's taking up the whole room. We clearly see that the current job market is not working for anybody involved except for those who barely have a job and make all the money. So yeah, I'm done with it. Like, I'm not gonna feed into this anymore. I'm not going to make this the center of my life and the center of my thought anymore. I am not going to dedicate years of my life to like moving up in my job or getting a new certification or sending out applications. Like, I just feel like I have better things to do with the little bit of remaining life that I have. I only get one chance on this planet, and I don't want to spend it all spinning around in a hamster wheel for the benefit of stock numbers and investors. Hey guys, so the video got cut off short. I don't know why, could never tell you. But basically I just kept ranting and I ended off on like, I'm just gonna live for me. So I feel like you kind of get the idea here. If you like this, click on these other videos. They're covering similar topics and they don't end abruptly. And as a little bit of a community piece, let's chat in the comments, right? How are things going on your job? Did you get laid off? Did your coworkers get laid off? Do you see like the writing on the walls? Are things okay? Do you maybe already work for yourself so you don't even have these problems? How are things going for you in your work life? I want to know that I'm not the only one who's having these issues.